Alright, give me a spare urn, we take one. Nope.
Cheese for everyone.
Take an urn. There's plenty here so the Vicar won't miss one. Besides, you've just earned it. Two goblins wearing shorts with suspenders and carrying, you know, those things, those marching band things. They're like an upright harp, except one of the strings have metal xylophone bars. Those things. Anyway, the goblins are carrying those and they interrupt you. What? It's an upright harp, except instead of strings, they have the xylophone. I have no idea. That was an earnest attempt at a pun. It begins. Hi, hello. Hi, what's up? You're tuned on the territory of the Glocklins in... Am I? I don't know what a Glocklin is. We are Glocklins. We both. We are the toughest of all street gangs in Ocean City. What think you about it? I don't feel particularly threatened. What? This is totally incorrect. I like your xylophones, though. What? Xylophones? These are glockenspiels that we have. Oh, Glocklins. I get it now. I am so outraged over you. I think I think we shall have a mugging to do. All right, we fight them. We're being attacked by musical goblins, and they've even got like lederhosen on. Ela, save me. So I don't know why I would ever use the Unpleasant Hymn over the Parmesan Missile, although it does spooky damage. The Glockenspiel. Bratwurst meets sauerkraut. Ela's summoning great old ones in chat again. Mods. We do 7 damage. We can just like straight up kill these things. Holy crap, all right. Gretchen the Chimer. Flap, slap. Get smote. You've won! That'll teach those goblins to do whatever they thought they were doing. We got a Glockenspiel necklace. +2 to ranged weapon attacks. That's actually really good. Oh god. Is that German wordplay, Ela? Is that all pronounced fish? Fischer's Fritz, fish, fish, fish. No, Fischer's Fritz, fish, frish, fish. Fischer's fish, fresh, fish. Yeah, I see what you get. Fischer's Fritz, fish, fresh, fish. Nice, yeah. That's cute. All right, I see where you're going with that, yeah. Okay, and we got a Glockenbrat, a small loaf of dark bread made by Glockenspiel-obsessed goblins. Let's hope their single-mindedness doesn't make them terrible at baking. +5 max HP is pretty chunky, actually. We might use that. Because what's our current? I think our current food is like +1 mysticality. Yeah, I'm going to take 5 extra HP because that's a 25% boost to our hit points. You eat the bread. Turns out the ingredient that makes it dark isn't rye, but charcoal. You gain an effect. Glockling Zoontite. Erg. Fucking game. Oh my god. Alright. Replace the urn. We glance over to make sure the captain's sleeping and swap the urns. Alright. Same with yours. The difference is that I can't pronounce yours, Cell. Yours is scary. Ela gave me like the baby kindergarten level one. A bedraggled hobo shuffles up to you with his hat in his hands. Excuse me, mister. Don't mean to trouble you. My name's Newton Buck, and I was wondering if you might have any meat you could spare. Just 6 meat for a cup of joe to warm these bones? Well, wait. What's in that sack you're holding? Old bones, like I said. I think we've bumped into this guy before and I didn't give him any money, so this time we will. Thank you kindly, mister. You're a real saint, so you are. Okay. Old bones. Who knows? All right. Fancy pedestal. Oh, can I not just like put the urn on it? We probably have to talk to the priest. The Vicar, rather. The Vicar is still agitated about his ashes being stolen. Have you found our missing ashes yet? I did. Here you go. Wonderful. I'll get this polished and reinstalled right away. Blessings upon you, my child. In fact, let me make that blessing literal. I have some holy water of St. Polycarp here somewhere. Ah, here we go. He takes out a little bottle of water and splashes it on your forehead. We got a perk. St. Polycarp's forehead. +1 muscle. But no. Thanks. Say, whose ashes are in that urn anyway? Unfortunately, we don't know his name, but he was a sailor who washed ashore near here after a shipwreck. Some of the locals took him in, but he didn't survive the night, poor fellow. He was interred here as an act of charity. Was that about 50 years ago, give or take? Oh no, it was more like 300 years ago. Oh, interesting. Okay. Video games. Okay. So we haven't been to the park yet. Like, we still have to go to, I think it's the Fridge Factory. That's where our main quest is, and we've just been completely ignoring it because I keep getting distracted. You stop dead in your tracks and you see 3 of those weird fishmen lurking in the mouth of an alley up ahead. They're peering around with their glistening, staring eyes and glurbling at each other quietly until one of them notices you. It and its 2 companions start stalking towards you, making wet, growling sounds. Oh, geez, what even are you guys? Glurb? Well, are you evil invaders? Natives that were displaced by urban development seeking to reclaim what's rightfully yours? They confer briefly. Evil? Okay, thanks. As long as we're on the same page. We throw a dubious Cola Wars grenade at them. You shake the cola until the ball starts to rattle, then pop the tab and hurl it at the fishmen. It explodes in a spray of sweet carbonated water, which they like, and glittering aluminum shrapnel, which they don't. The confluence of these 2 conflicting emotions confuses them plenty enough for you to make your escape. All right. A little small form factor mini PC for like Windows 98. Oh yeah, absolutely. You would not be the first to do that. I think they actually make boards specifically for that anymore. Like fans make like motherboards and hardware. I didn't know it was gonna let them live. I was figuring it was just gonna like weaken them and then we could go and kill them. The Lepidoptera Territorium, damn. Hey, Rocker, good to see you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Sign about those pointy rocks. A few of my favorite pointy rocks. Looks like part of the sign has been graffitied. Is that graffiti? Is this graffiti or is this like, fuck. I don't know. I don't know what language that would be. The door to the botanical garden is locked. Probably don't want any of the plants to escape. Oh my god. I missed my, oh no, I saw it. I saw it, Rocker. You tagged me, I saw it. The park groundskeeper is inspecting a clipboard with the panicked paralysis of someone who has so much work to do he can't do any of it. What's up, buddy? Hi there, something wrong? Huh? Oh, sorry, fella. I don't want to seem rude, I'm just too busy to chat. I'm stuck running this place by myself and there's about a million things to do. Well, I could use a little extra pocket meat. How about I help you out? Well, that would be great, except the new city regulations disallow hiring random part-timers. Since this is a municipal park, only official government contractors are allowed to work here. There's law against side quests? Why? Just to be a thorn in my side as far as I can tell. It's not like any of these tasks are dangerous or anything. You got kind of a cagey look on your face when you said that. Okay, well, 2 of them are dangerous. But that isn't even half, and I submitted a request for help weeks ago and still haven't heard anything back. Well, you're in luck. I happen to be an official government contractor. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That would be terrific, but I am going to need some proof of that. All right, do we flex or do we trick him? I think I know where we're going with this. I think we're gonna flex, but if chat wants me to trick him, I will. All right, it's looking like it's, yeah. Swell does like the, I don't even know. He flexes his mustache. He gives one of his mustache bronze a hearty slap. See these don't even know. See these muscles? That's pure government contractor beef, pal. Except no substitutes. That's not really... Okay, you know what? I'll take it. We gained 5 XP. Great, what do you need me to do? Well, it depends. What kind of contractor are you? I'm, ooh. Are we a landscaper? Are we an exterminator, a plumber, a security guard, or a statue polisher? We're not late for an official meeting, I know that. Plumber? We got 1 for plumber. Two for plumber. Plumber it is. I'm a plumber. Well, that's a plumb convenient. Ha ha! Oh, our fountain stopped running because it requires a real specific water pressure, and the pressure we get from the municipal water supply has gotten unreliable. I need someone to go down and adjust it. I'll unlock the manhole for you. He unlocks the maintenance shed behind him. Can't promise that there's anything you'll need in there, but feel free to borrow whatever strikes your fancy. All right. Park maintenance logs. They wouldn't be interesting even if you weren't just pretending to work here. A shelf full of herbicides and weed-killing chemicals. Laden with miscellaneous junk. We got junk mail and a match. Junk mail is junk mail, and a match is a reliable if expendable source of a very small amount of fire. So we can start a fire with these if we need to. Homemade cookies, yoink. +1 physical armor. And a locker with maintenance overalls. You can tell they're spare because they say spare on the name tag. +3 max HP, and I don't think we had pants previously. No, we have the ciabatta pants on. What are those? Ooh, hit points. I think I'm gonna keep Mysticality because Mysticality affects our damage. Hope we get to stomp on mushrooms. I hate that that's probably exactly where this is going. An odor bedecked statue. Filth bedecked, a grime bedecked statue, an odor. Oh, it changes every time we walk past, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. That's clever, but also, damn it. All right, so we've got to go into the water. Where do we go for this? The fountain, I assume. Yeah, okay. Anyways. Oh, no, right there. Maintenance department. Down we go. We are now in the sewers. Oh no, it's a puzzle. Shit. Stop messing with the switches. The fountain does not work unless the pressure is exactly 40 gallons per minute. All right, so there's where it needs to be. I'm a genius. Just look at those beautiful water droplets. It appears to be founting correctly now. All right, buddy, we did the thing. Terrific, here's your official city payment. 75 meat and 5 experience. Anything else you need done? Oh, what kind of contractor? All right, what are we doing next? Choose, chat. Landscaper it is. We're just gonna go from the top to the bottom. I see what y'all are doing. Perfect! Our carnivorous plant exhibition in the botanical gardens has gone out of control. When you say out of control, as in this is less a job for pruning shears and more for baseball bat with nails in it. Well, I'll get right on that. I have a spork. You entered the botanical gardens to find it overrun by dangerous-looking weeds. Landscape, is that the new MMO? Wait, that's RuneScape? Oh my god. RuneScape is probably older than half of the people watching these videos. Well, no, that's not true. I know my viewer base, and I know y'all lean more towards the mature side of things. Aged, I should say. Mature, not true. Aged, yes. We are old and decrepit, exactly. Drink plants while looking at plants. Buy some tea. What you got? Muscle, Moxie, or Mysticality. I don't remember what potion we have, but I'll take one. What's our current potion? Oh, our current potion is the melee weapon damage. I'm gonna hold off because we actually lost it. Well, it should balance out, actually. One Mysticality will give us 1 damage, and this gives us 1 damage. But the Mysticality also gives us a bonus to, I think, our damage with... No, it doesn't give us damage. I thought Parmesan Missile might have scaled with it. Alas, it does not. Coughs dust. Fucking Curse of Ra in chat over here. 1 experience point away, by the way, from Blue Brilliance. Control system for the Botanical Gardens, extremely complicated watering system. Northern Beer Barrel Cactus. Note, beer removed due to prohibition. Stone Prophet replay. I should replay Stone Prophet. I really like that game. Northern Palm Tree, do not punch. Don't tell me what to do. Oh. Ouch. Did I actually get a coconut? I did, broken coconut. You can't remember where you got it. It's +1 armor. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna keep the fedora. A plain sword leaf. There's a really sharp stalk of it that you could probably take if you were careful. Alas, I am not. All right. We had some Aubreys over here. Those plants do not look like they belong here. We fight them. What do we got? Invasive plants. Okay. Swell can one-shot them. So who's attacking what? Sprays the areas with spores, reducing your party's stats, reduces your party's stats. So I'm gonna shoot you. Boink. I'm going to kill you. Boink. Alright. Can you kill this thing? Yes, you can. There we go. No stat debuffs. We're in good shape. And we got some turtle heals going off here. I think that's the first time Leonardo has had a chance to do that. He's a good boy, though. 7 XP. Go to bed, Lysandus. Blue Brilliance. So now we can cast 2 spells in combat. Or cast 1 big spell, maybe? I don't know. A Joshua Tree. Named for its discoverer, David E. Tree. The Wetlands Nasty Bramble. Donated by a patron with no regard for the safety of the staff. Eyegrass. Avoid prolonged eye contact. What is it with these horror games and having eyeball things? Repo has them too. The Highland Bone Bush. Beginning to believe that this specimen was donated as a joke. Very nuts. Ever heard of Legends of Valor? Game credited with inspiring the Elder Scrolls. Oh no. That's worrying. I've not actually heard of that. All right, we dealt with the Botanical Uprising. Here's our payment. Thanks. All right, what's next, chat? Oh, 1 for statue polishing, 2 for statue polishing, and an exterminator. All right, statue polisher. Oh, thank God. I wasn't looking forward to doing that job. I think the birds must be eating leftovers from the old Snackle Cakes factory. It's horrible. Here's a rag. We need stench armor. Oh no. I have something that gives me stench armor, I just don't remember what. There's sleaze armor. Here we go. Ah, we're gonna lose a point of mysticality though. Dang it, chat. All right. There we go, now you can get a good look at it. It's a statue of Corinthia Beschenbossel. Credited with putting Ocean City on the map by suggesting that maybe we should build a dock or something so boats can park here. This is a statue of a Cola Wars soldier. May the forces of the Red continue to dominate and refresh forevermore. It's a Cola Wars soldier. All those brave boys in blue who took the ultimate challenge. Fucking Coke versus Pepsi. Granite sculpture of an owl skeleton, hand chiseled from photo reference and enchanted to drive away mice, gifted to the city in 1902 by Hobart Buppert. And this is a good look at the statue of Daniel Ocean. Founded Ocean City in 1770 and on his deathbed in 1804 requested visitors to this monument only view the statue from the left side as he felt it was his better side. Okay. Alright, more goodies. Got those nasty statues clean, thanks for that amazing opportunity. No need to thank me, I was happy to provide an opportunity to a working stiff. Here's your official payment. Alright, exterminator or security guard? We're doing exterminator. We got some real trouble at our Lepidopteratorium. It's a butterfly zoo. A bunch of horrible monsters got in. I'm afraid they're gonna hurt the butterflies. Some of them are rare and expensive. Can you describe them? Nope. I very deliberately did not get a close look at them. That sounds awful, but all right. I assume this is, yeah, this is Butterflyburg over here. It's the butterfly zoo. Oh my god. It's a giant cricket, and it's messing with the water in the bird bath. You hear a faint chirping in your mind. Kill the butterflies so they can't get hurt by the monsters. I find your logic mildly dubious. Ow, I'm bleeding. It's sporked. You've successfully exterminated 40% of the giant crickets. It's supposed to be when the butterflies sleep and dream that they are Zhong Zhao. I bet if Val were here, what that is. So instead I'm going to Google it. Zhuang Zhao. What is Zhuang Zhao? I'm mispronouncing it. Known as Zhuangzi, literally Master Zhuang, an influential Chinese philosopher who lived around the 4th century BCE during the Warring States period. He is credited with writing, in part or in whole, a work known by the name Zhuangzi, which is one of 2 foundational texts of Taoism alongside the Tao Te Ching. Okay. Alright. Fucking Taoist butterflies in here. A bench for sitting on while bugs land on you. Is it still a bird bath if it's for butterflies? We can fish in it. We got nasty goo. Deals 10 sleaze damage. That's actually pretty good. Shu giving us some nice trivia. Boo. Getting Grim Dawn, how awesome that is. Farthest Frontier comes out here in 23rd. Really? Really? I didn't know it was coming out that soon. Shit, I gotta pick it up. I've been like telling myself I need to buy it on Steam for ages, and I just haven't gotten around to it because I'm a bastard. That needs to change. Ow! Friggin' cricket wizards. The hell you say? An armed giant cricket. SWAT. Just do the melee. That's terrible, Drunkbot. Terrible. Terrible. Hey, the turtle is tanking up. I'm receiving texts. What's going on? Okay, there's apparently a package waiting outside that I have to grab. I will be back in just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to. It's raining out, and so, you know, you don't want boxes getting soaked. As you do. Alright, so I assume then that we're done here. Talk to man. They were actually giant. I don't want to know what they were. Thanks. I like to sleep. All right, last quest. Security guard. It's awfully humble for a police officer. What? I mean, since the municipal police force was entirely replaced with contractors, you might as well call yourself a cop, right? All the rest of them do. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. There's a hobo that's been hanging out by the park fountain. I'd like you to move him along. Is he causing trouble? No, not as such. Everyone likes him, but busking in the park is against city ordinance, and rules are rules, you know? Well, alright. He's really going to town on that oboe. Hey, mister, can you spare a little meat? Actually, I need you to leave. You what? Yeah, sorry, but the caretaker says you gotta go. There's a city ordinance against busking here. Huh, funny how that only starts getting enforced after I stopped giving that bozo a cut. Of course, you and I both know only the police can actually run me off out of here. And you ain't no flatfoot. That is true. Convince him. Could you leave as a favor? Bewitch and form Mr. Callie. Could you leave as a favor to me? You seem like a decent fellow, but not so decent that I'm inclined to do you that kind of favor, you know? Darn. I could make it worth your while. Well, if you want to take this B flat somewhere, I'll need a half a C note. All right. We get paid 75, so. Yes, Monomyth is a ton of fun. Did I stream it? I don't think I don't think I streamed it, but yes. No, I poked at Monomyth when I was playing Arx Fatalis. And it's pretty good. The biggest problem I had with it was like performance issues. Like it kind of chugged a little more than I would have liked, but it was fine. I got the hobo to leave. Did you beat him up? What? No. Are you sure you're a cop? Just kidding. Here's your payment. Thanks. He smiles at you. Thanks for all the help. Goldthwaite Park's looking shipshape thanks to you. Here, take this for your trouble. It's been in the lost and found for years. Whoever lost it was gonna find it. They'd have found it by now. A thunder ring. When you're wearing this, lightning always rides shotgun. It makes it dangerous to be near you in combat. Okay, my hope is that maybe that means if we take like a melee attack, we fry an enemy. And now we're finally going to the fridge factory. You encounter a hobo with a bindle over his shoulder, whistling a jaunty tune. Hey there, fellow. Aren't you swell? I'm Randy Robinson. Hi, how'd you know my name? We hobos are a tight-knit little community. When someone's been helping us out, word gets around. Oh, well, that's nice. A little creepy, but nice on balance. Why don't you come visit our camp? We'd be glad to have you. Where is it? Well, you just head down 12th Street till you see a lot where the old hardware store used to be, and then you take a... You know what? Here, it'll be simpler if I mark it on your map for you. Yes, please. He takes out a pencil stub and marks a cluster of little boxes on your map. Come on by any old time. Sure. Bid him adieu. You start farting like mad. That kind of thunder, oh my god. I wonder... Try to make a deal. Because I think, yeah, they want a bunch of meat, right? Yeah. We don't have the moxie to talk them down. I'm tempted to try to fight, but... I don't think that'll end well for us on account of one of them has a shotgun and I've got a spork. I think we're a little overmatched. Let's go to the hobo camp. Four Glocklins are playing their glockenspiels while doing some kind of traditional folk dance. It involves a lot of skipping and hopping and turning around in a square. They aren't paying any attention, or anything else, really. Do we attack them or do we try to join in? Join? All right. It does kind of look fun, but you definitely don't know the steps and would only cause chaos. It would probably be simpler to just attack them since brawl would probably result anyway. All right. Wow. All right. So our ring just electrocuted the shit out of one of them. Neat. So we have dingers and we have chimers. The chimers buff and the dingers ding. Have I ever played The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing? Yes, yes I have. It's pretty darn fun. I played, I think the first two as they came out. Or maybe the first one as, like, when it came out, and then they released the one that's like a combined version of all of them. And I put many hours into that. It's a fun little game. Oh, lightning strikes us. Okay, so the thunder ring might be dangerous. Okay, they scamper away and we got a flyer. Advertisement for a Glockenspiel store. Final Cut's pretty good. It's not the best action RPG out there, but it's not bad. Like, I played through it once and had a good time of it. I don't really have any desire to go back for more, but it wasn't bad. The shut-eye boxcar. Couldn't mess around in here, I'll wake people up. Too bad the ring is cursed. Yeah, but it comes with a free Frogurt. This guy's in a state of washboard-induced ecstasy. What's up, buddy? Wow, we're really going to town on that washboard. Yep, I love the fast staccato rhythm it makes. It is pretty good. Bet someday there'll be fancy electrical machines that do really good. Till then, though. Folks calling me Washy, though. Hi, Washy, I'm swell. Actually, I've got nothing to ask. Sorry about that. Hey, no problem here. See you around. The Frogurt is also cursed. Oh. This guy's jazzing up the place. Hi there, I'm Swell. Howdy, they call me 52 Teeth Thompson. Or just 52 for short. Is that because of the 52 white keys on the piano? Nope. Ugh. Lucky they happened to find a piano for the camp. Oh, I brought this baby with me. On foot? How? Well, it took a few trips. Jesus. Due to supply chain difficulties, the grub car is currently BYOG. Condiments are available to camp residents. There are ample condiments, but you don't feel like taking any. Are all the hobos musicians? Of course. It's Gus, the guy you met in the rain when you arrived at Plunkett Street. Hey, buddy. Hello there. Swell, I believe it was. That's right. It was a pleasure to have another run-in with a friendly acquaintance. It's nice the rain cleared up. It is nice. I do enjoy the rain, but I also enjoy dry clothing. So you're the kind of guy that's comfortable in any sort of weather, eh? Yes, I do my best. Can't stop a rain cloud by crying, after all. And in fact, when you get down to it, pretty much anything that happens to a person can be considered weather of a sort. Huh, that's real philosophical. Well, Gus says if you can find any pleasure in any circumstance, you'll never suffer misfortune. Gosh. Okay. This is the hobo lady you met at the boardwalk earlier. She gives you a smile and a thumbs up. We talked to her. Hi there, Dusty, right? That's me, and your name was Swell. Got it in one. Great, how you keeping, friend? No complaints that would make any sense to describe. How are you liking the camp? It's real nice. Everyone's real personable, even if most of them are a bit quirky. Thinking of getting a poker game together. See if I can find anyone with a full deck. Ha. Alright, so I assume that as we help hobos out through play, that they'll kind of start showing up here, which I think that's kind of interesting. Bewildering way of partially redacted nonsense. One thing these notebooks have in common is that you do not understand any of them. Haven't seen one of these in ages, whatever it is. Don't understand the titles of these books, much less their contents. This device seems to have music coming out of it. And this hobo is flipping through a worn book, occasionally stopping to check the strange machine next to him and pencil some notes in the margins. Hi there! Oh, hello, you must be new here. I don't think I've seen you around before. Yeah, my name's Swell. Pleased to meet you. I'm Letters McCabe. Is there anything I can assist you with? Why do they call you Letters? I'm an expert in microcryptography, aka hobo code. Are you familiar with it? Nope, what's that? It's a system of pictographic elements that can be written unobtrusively on walls, carved into fence posts, and so on. They're traditionally used by hobos to leave messages for other hobos, mark a house where the occupants are charitable, or to warn of a vicious guard dog, that sort of thing. I'm working on expanding the system for more general communication purposes. That's pretty interesting. Is there anything I can help you with? What's that book you're reading? It's the Hobo Code Manual. I can teach you the basics if you'd like. Sure, sounds useful. You spend 10 minutes or so going over the basics of hobo code with letters. He teaches you some of the most common glyphs. If you'd like to know more, just ask any hobo you meet. They're honor-bound to assist new learners. That's the Hobo Code. You got a perk, Hobo Literacy. You're a level 1 student of the hobo alphabet. Neat. What's all the stuff in this room? Well, stuff's a little overboard of a topic for conversation. Feel free to point out any particular object you want to ask me about, though. I'm always happy to be informative. Okay, is there anything else? Nope, I'm good. Cannot fathom what this contraption is for. You bet the Morse code has some meaning and spoils the whole game. It wouldn't surprise me. What's this machine you're working on? It's an old naval radio encryptionograph from the Cola Wars. Trying to modify it to work with hobo code. That sounds hard. Yeah, it wasn't designed to handle a pictographic writing system, that's for certain. But if I can get it to work, it should be very secure. A desktop radio. What's the deal with this? It's a ham radio. What's it for? Listen to the stuff about ham. Okay. A ratty old shoebox. Hey, Letters, what's in this old shoebox? Old shoes, you're welcome to them. We take them. What kind of shoes are these? Hand-me-down boots. They've been passed from hobo to hobo for generations. Probably about 50 pounds of metal reinforcements on them by now. Heavy boots. They've been reinforced without regard to ergonomics. They weigh your feet down. Do these affect our movement? Oh yeah, it's... That won't get obnoxious at all. Yeah, let's not. Hey, Letters, what's this thing? It's a teletype machine that we salvaged when they shut down one of the local post office branches for cutbacks. We patched into the local telegraph network so we can communicate with some of the other hobo communities. That's some heavy-duty equipment. Yes, well, I'm not at liberty to discuss it in detail, you understand, but secure lines of communication are going to be quite important if Johnny's plans are going to come to fruition. Well, now I'm intrigued. Sorry, you'll have to talk to him about it yourself. What about the books? Where are all these books? Sense a water temple, oh god, no. Manuals for various types of codes and ciphers. Vigenère, Beaufort, treaties on several variations of columnar transposition, the classic Mormon jigsaw, German mix-up code, and so on. Interesting. There's a few books on old pictographic languages in there too. Fascinating stuff. It's all Greek to me. And the notebooks, yes, all my notes on hobo code. Yeah, I was waiting on that. More notes on codes and languages in general, as well as my studies on radio telemetry, telegraphy, and telephony. I think my aunt's recipe book's in there somewhere too. Did you write all these in code? I can't make out a single word. No, that's just my handwriting. And what is this? What's this poster? General purpose hobo code symbols I'm working on. There's a bunch of them that are blacked out though. Yes, well, they're still experimental, so I decided it would be wisest to take some precautions. Okay. Well, now we can read hobo code. That's something. It's a hobo lady we haven't met yet. Hello. Hello there, dearie. I don't believe we've been introduced. I'm Veronica. I am Swell. Can I offer you a cup of tea? It's homegrown, so to speak. Oh, God. You found some tea leaves around here? Well, just about any leaves can be tea leaves with the right attitude. I'm fine, thank you. But I like your hat. Why, thank you. I grew it myself. Oh, no. The flowers? The whole thing. I'm trying to grow some socks as well, but they're much trickier. I can imagine. Can you teach me any hobo code? Certainly, dear. In fact, I think I still have my notes from when I was learning it myself. She rifles through a handbag for a moment and hands you an old sheet of notebook paper with some squiggly glyphs on it. Okay, hobo code increased. Do we actually have, like, a level in here? Level 2, yeah, okay. Right, the wrong thing, you summon an elder hobo and he ruins your shoes. Oh god, I don't want to think about that. Can you teach me hobo code? I'll be glad to help. Alright, we get a dry piece of paper, scratches some glyphs into the dirt. Alright. You gain an effect, warm hands. Wait, what? +3 cold armor. There is now 0 risk of your knuckles seizing up due to the cold. Hobo code tips. Let us give you a lowdown on the code, eh? Sure, I can teach you a character too. She pulls out an old copy of the racing form of her pocket and scribbles some glyphs on it. Was that everybody? Oh no, we got washy. Sure, I know the word washboard and some words that kind of describe the sounds a washboard makes, but they aren't real useful as actual words. He teaches them to us anyways. All right. That hobo is a bad word. Actually, that thought occurred to me too. I have no idea. Veronica smiles at you and nods. Hey, don't touch the telephone, royal use only. This phone isn't actually connected to anything. Don't let it hear you say that. What? This hobo is wearing a handmade tinfoil crown. Hello there, you must be the Hobo King. The crown gave it away, I presume. Yep. Well, you're absolutely correct. I am the Hobo King, though to foster a more familial air, I permit my subjects to call me Johnny. Nice to meet you, Johnny. I'm Swell. Well, what can I do for you, Swell? I've got a question. Letter said you're working on some kind of secret plan. Oh, did he? Well, he couldn't say what it was, though. Certainly not. That information is mine alone to divulge. So, will you divulge? You're practically a stranger here. I apologize, but I cannot jeopardize operational security. Shucks. Can you teach me hobo code? Ah, yes. According to hobo code, I am, of course, obliged to assist. But first, let me test you. Convince me of your worthiness, and I will grant you a boon. Bewitch and Mysticality 3. All right, I'll get back to you on that. Where are you from? Hoboken. Of course you are. I heard there's a good superhero league out there. 5 points if you know that video game. In an alleyway, you encounter poor street urchins struggling with their math homework. We tutor them. You give the kids a few pointers about math, and the insults they hurl at you in reply do nothing to diminish your sense of smug satisfaction. How are we looking? We have 46. Oh, we can learn Bewitch. I'm gonna learn Bewitch. So I could actually probably go back there and befriend him. You know, only know good games like Dungeon Master. Yeah, the second one is really good, Celt. All right, let's pick a fight. He's kneecapping, not the turtle. Oh, you bastard. Okay. Can't do what he was planning on doing. 9 damage, reducing our moxie. 9. God, these dudes are tough. All right. Let me think. Can I hit him with 2 of these? Yes. It dealt 1 damage. Okay, so these dudes are like hyper damage resistant. Or at least this one specifically is. The kneecapper. Alright, how much damage can I do? I can do 8. I can do 12. We're not gonna be able to kill him. Wonder if the Thunder Ring, I don't know. Because like it has a chance to hit us as well. If these damn Cola Wars grenades would ever do anything except explode on me. Oh, hey, there you go. Okay. He cleared his throat. Wow. Hey, Visualiste, welcome in. Yes, this game is being black and white. Yes, it is kind of eye-searing. And yes, you've only commented on 2 streams. That's all that Geistbot tracks. It's basically just how often you've been active in chat. I think I can look into a way to make it just give stream counts to just showing up. I'm pretty sure I can do that. You lurk and watch my YouTube, that is totally fine. Always happy to just have folks watching along. I should have snowballed the other guy, but I didn't because I'm stupid. That's okay. I think we've got this. Got greedy. That's okay. Gabby might die, though. Gabby, no! Do I try another grenade? That would be dangerous. I'm not gonna try another grenade. Yeah, so unless something can deal 11, well, 10 or more damage around to us, we can solo just about anything here. Minecraft has an item randomizer, good God. Dang, that was pretty impressive. Give me a shotgun and a baseball bat. How about that? How about that, game? It's a refrigerator truck, but probably not the kind you're thinking of. If 2 counts as a fleet, they have a whole fleet of these things. Okay, it's a pretty flower growing out of a patch of frosty industrial waste. Probably a metaphor for something you don't understand. Oh, what was that? Pool of chemicals, we can fish in it. Hell yeah. More miscellaneous chemicals. Woo. No. A refrigeration coil. Mana charged refrigeration coil. You can't figure out anything useful to do with it. You can always just sell it. Okay. Flies buzzing them around the waist. Pools of chemicals. Ah. Toolbox. With an awl. If you see a pointy bit of metal with a wooden handle, that's an awl, folks. Ew. And a disposable ratchet. Plus 3 stats to an ally or reduce an enemy's stats by 3. Interesting. Well, I think that would be, oh no, that isn't an alternative to the hymnal. These are just consumables. Okay. It's all in this, god damn it. It's a refrigerator factory. Oh, we can make some stuff. Basic items? Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna make any of these, but interesting. We got a piece of scrap metal, disposable ratchet, and 2 anarchists' hardwares. Oh, we can make fancy stuff now. A nuclear bomb. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that one. Good enough. The fridges are brand new, empty, and thus quite boring. Control booth is locked from the inside. Somebody's gonna be in big trouble. Looks like something is going down over there. Like, I see what you're doing, game. Hide and watch. It's all there, all 40 cases. It's all there, Gluck. You got the meat. What? Dark Noel, what are you doing here? Surprise inspection. Oh, interesting. What the heck? Do I have control now? I do, okay. Should go see what's going on over yonder. Seems to be a bit of a standoff between the mob guys and the other ones. We cautiously approach. The lady in the weird Crimbo hat glares at you as you approach. I don't recall inviting you to this party. Are you going to introduce yourself? Zach Van Bonnet. Puddin' time? None of your business. Ooh, because we're guarded. Does Swell introduce himself or does he tell her to fuck off, chat? Half and half. 1 for each. 1, all right.
Swell McSwellington. What's wrong with your hat?
Nothing at all. A Crimbo hat is appropriate for all seasons.
Oh, spooky and, like, wrong.
I'm sure I have no idea what you mean. Oliver, dear, are you busy? Oh, hey, it's similar writing to that graffiti we saw. Be a dear and kill this guy, would you?
Uh-oh.
The Crimbo lady smiles and leaves the same way she came in a horrible, weird spiral of negative space. The weird shadow monster that was once a person turns to face you.
Hello.
Shadows begin to gather around him, abstract, menacing shapes.
Hey, you mob guys, can I get you to give me a hand with this?
Considering the newly terrified Mr. Gluck is between us and the exit, it seems like we have no choice. We take Gluck on. Leave my goblin alone. All right, what do we got? We have Shadow Oliver Gluck. We have shadowy spiders, and we have a shadowy orb. Intends to non-corporeally bonk one of our allies, which I don't care about because they're mobsters. He's gonna try to kill Gabby. And this one's gonna try to chew on me. And he's gonna kill my turtle, you son of a bitch. Do we throw the nuclear bomb? I bought the yeah, we're gonna throw, eat bomb. All right. Am I gonna be able to deal 2? Okay, so we can kill this one. We can kill this one. And we can stab him with a spork. I think that was a pretty good first round. Leonardo, no! 6 hit points left. Spork him again. He's done. The shadow creature defeated, the 2 mob guys brushed themselves off. Ooh, this cape has got me all balled up. Now this whole scene is as nutty as a squirrel's mistress. Wait, what? Come on, let's amscray. They tip their hats and make for the door. We investigate what's left of the guy. He's mostly dissolved into a cloud of weird shadow stuff, but there are a few objects on the ground, a pocket watch, a bank pouch, and an official-looking document of some sort. So what do we got? Dangerous pocket watch. It's just wrong once per fight. Sounds hollow and ominous. You don't like it. We, of course, have to try this. You got an item, bank pouch full of meat. Any cash payment that's too small for a briefcase must be contained in a leather zipper pouch. It's the law. And a deed to the speakeasy. A legal document regarding an illegal establishment. You take a quick look at the document. Turns out the Glut guy was the owner of the speakeasy, and now you are. Maybe this is how deeds work. Well, what do you know? Okay. What's going on over here? Looks dangerous. It also appears to be tainted with sinister magical energy. This fridge is plugged in. A little note says, experimental, not for lunches. We open it. It's been fitted with an automatic experimental ice cube maker. Unfortunately, it's made one single gigantic ice cube that fills the entire fridge. I guess if you ever need a block of ice as big as you, here's where you can get it. Something tells me we're gonna have to remember that. Fun stream while building your case. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. That's very kind of you. You don't have to leave a building to open your map, by the way. You can just click the napkin there, hit Oh, good to know. I did not know that. We could just fast travel from wherever. You barely have time to react as the ground shakes and shudders violently without warning, then bursts into a rain of earth as several large slimy tentacles force their way out of the ground, writhing and twisting and groping at their surroundings. Incidentally, the reaction you barely had time to make was, ah! We fight them. Oh my. They're going to be dealing sleaze damage to my party members. Swell, swell, this is gonna inspire its allies. Okay, they're all going to attack Swell, which I think he has enough health to survive. Can we kill this one? No. I'm gonna hit it with an awl, so it should die on its turn, I think. And then we'll do this. Okay, she can flap slap this one, I guess. Okay, there's that. Okay. We have a little bit of healing from Leonardo. We have plenty of healing from ourselves. Okay, again, we deal like 1 point of damage shy of being able to kill these stupid things. Freaking Leonardo just sitting back there looking around at the world, like a turtle does, I suppose. Man, they're just all going for Swell. I really wish there was a turn order on the screen, because then I would have killed this one and then just saved this one for next round, but whatever. It doesn't matter. We've won. You won! They're gonna need 10 of those things if they want to tackle you. I see what you did there, game. We got a tentacle skin hat band, +1 armor, spooky armor to a hat. Interesting. And Leonardo gains another hit point. Curious. You follow a trail of disturbed earth and cracked pavement from the place where the tentacles popped out of the ground to the place where they presumably popped in. And by presumably, I mean obviously, because the place is a house with slimy tentacles poking out of all of its holes.
Did you have to phrase it that way?
We have the tentacle house we're gonna investigate. Oh, wow, are you sure? Yeah. Okay, it's your super gross funeral.